Happy Children's Day. My name is Mowa.mi, your humble host, and you're welcome to the Million and One podcast. Yay! Children's Day. Children's Day is a day where I wake up and I see adults posting about cheese balls and Capri Sun and complain about how adulthood has been showing them shaggy. Serious one. Well, it's a normal thing. You see everywhere on Twitter. And so today I just thought to ask some friends and people around me what they miss the most about being a child, because I've been thinking a lot lately, and I think when I'm sober I become very philosophical. Yeah. But I decided to ask people around me how their childhood was and what they miss the most, and myths from their childhood and growing up, realizing the difference. And I got a few amazing answers, so I'll just read some of them to you. Chiamaka says being able to choose any food she wanted. That's one thing she missed about being a child. Amechi says the love and care he got because he was pampered. My friend Relation says when his dad buys him big clothes, then he wears with confidence, although sometimes he wants to slim fit it, but now. And wisdom says not having to worry or think about anything. That's one thing he misses about being a child. Muffet the Muffin says adulthood has too many responsibilities. As a child, I can be unserious with my life and it won't even matter. But now my future progress depends on my decision. And when I was small, I couldn't wait to grow up. Now I just want to be a child again, and I like play. Now I can't play again. Worst part is that I grew up too fast, so I never had the luxury of truly enjoying being a child. Oh my god, Mofe. Sorry, some of us are in your shoes, so we understand. Yeah. The blessed God says not having a care in the world. Emmanuel says I miss my mother's food. My dear, we all do. We all do. Essay says I miss not knowing how valuable and important money is. Thinking when I grow up I'll have all the freedom I desire. Now my life is beyond being free. Everything comes with a price. Okay. Elmo says not being responsible for my own actions. Having decisions made for you by people, not having to suffer the consequence of your mistakes. My dear, funny enough, that was one thing I was very scared of growing up. I was like, oh my god, so now I have to make decisions by myself, and then I'm going to face the consequence by myself. Then people will not be like, it's your fault. Oh my god. Messi, my guy, says lack of worry. I should have to sing this song. Oh my god, I don't think I want to sing that song. Let me just leave it. And it's really beautiful because it felt like everybody was saying more responsibility. And when I now asked some of the mates that they believed when they were younger and growing up, they just realized that this thing is a scam. So Bless God said, I always thought I'll have time to play around. My dear, we all did. Philip says, I believed when I grew up I would have all the time to watch movies. It's a scam because even when you have all the liberty to do stuff, you don't even have the time to do so. Growing up, you just realize that there is no time. I think I'm in these shoes. Wisdom says, growing up, I assumed life as straightforward. School, work, marriage, and family. Turns out it was a big lie. This table. Okay. Amici says, Kai, I believe that there was more than one sun. Funny thing was that I thought each planet had its own sun. Amazing. Just amazing. Messi, my guy, says, having boyfriend to marriage. Okay. I thought it was going to be having a boyfriend and marriage, rather. I thought it was going to be the best thing in life. More now major scam. My own. What's one myth I thought when I was growing up? I thought every state in Nigeria had its own time zone. Honestly. Okay, because I used to watch news and then I see how countries have their own different time zone. I was like, okay, because when you travel from one state to another, you leave in the morning, you arrive in the night. And I was like, and then when you now call people where you're coming from, they're like, oh my god, it's morning. And I just felt like every state in Nigeria has its own time zone. And it was really beautiful. listening to your responses, I just realized how beautiful it is that the mind of a child is like. There's so much innocence and all of that. And honestly, this world is getting darker. It always seeks to put off that light that you came to the world with. It always seeks to break that little child that that was born and is growing, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So I took some time to think about childhood, growing up generally, and I realized that it's actually a very beautiful thing to have children. There's this thing I do on my WhatsApp status. If you have my number, you know. I Every week I try to post about children because first of all I love children, but that's not the whole essence of this. It's to remind people around me, and even to remind myself, that there is a generation to come, and that it's what we have that we're going to hand down to them. So thinking back, I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful to have children and to be childlike, not childish. Childlike, not childish. I'll repeat. Okay, what does it mean to be childlike? Childlike means trusting or innocent, and it generally refers to the more positive or favorable qualities of a child. For example, curiosity, creativity, self-confidence, love, gratitude, courage, empathy, and imagination. Those very things that this wicked world seeks to remove from you while growing up. And being childish means commonly, okay, let me take that again. Childish commonly means silly or immature. This adjective usually, but not always, points to unfavorable qualities. Yeah, like lack of responsibility, overdependence, and all of this stuff. So, and yeah, thinking about it, one other thing I put down was not to lose your wonder. Don't lose your spark. You know that I don't know how to describe it. It's like when you look in the eyes of a child, you see that glitter, that innocence. Yes, hold on to your innocence. That's one thing I also put down, because I noticed that growing up, a lot of people lose that, and of course, experiences make and shape us. But if you've had a bad experience, it's not okay to just accept it and sit down. That's one quality of a child. A child always gets up from wherever the child falls. Okay. And laugh often. Joy is a virtue. Yep. Being accepting of others. Yes. I know this world tells you if someone just does anyhow, just go your way. It's not by force. Friendship not by force. It's not. We're all in this world together. And okay, there was a post I saw, I think last week or so. The person speaking in the video was talking about forgiveness and forbearance. Forgiveness is forgiving, of course, the wrong that was done to you, and forbearing is creating room for when that wrong happens again. Because as much as everything within you wants to fight it, people are growing, and you must create that caveat to allow people express themselves and grow. Because trust me, someone else is taking your own mess, and we are all going to become that perfect image of the Christ. Okay. Being curious. I know that because I've even been in situations where it looks like the person that's always asking questions, saying like, what's your problem? Can't you say what's going on? But one quality of a child is being curious, and trust me, it is the person that seeks that will find. You are as much as you know. So the more you keep asking, the more you are open to growth, and the more you are open to learning new stuff, the more you're open to expansion. 8. Hey, Jesus, hey, forgive me. Give generously. Yes, this one I want to hammer on it a little bit. People are telling you not to give. They're telling you to stay wicked. They're telling you to kala adaju uwaika, and you are listening to them. Hey, there's trouble, oh. There's serious trouble. Because it's the same measure with which you give, pressed down, shaking together, and running over. I'll give it up to you. Okay. Love heals. And when you give, you're allowing yourself be that agent of love, be that agent of healing, to restore what is broken. Okay. I know giving back is very scary, because you feel like, if I give this person this thing now, hey, where will I see my next food to eat? But trust me. See, I've had experiences, so when I say trust me, I mean trust me. You would always receive. I think the problem most times is because we want to receive the money, like exactly what we gave. But sometimes, say for example, you have a 5,000 and someone needs a 2,000, and you feel like, and you want to buy a new shoe. If you give the person the 2,000, you feel like, I cannot have the complete money to buy that my shoe. But don't know that in your giving, you've expanded, you've created a possibility for it to be given back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together and running over. So it makes that at that point, what you need is a shoe, or what you think you need is money to buy a shoe. But someone can give you even a better shoe than what you think you want to get for yourself. Okay, yeah. So give generously. That's one childlike character, which I believe it should stay safe. Not even, yeah. So that is it. You said go born bikini. That's one thing I always say, and it's just basically a reminder to growing adults. They put it that way because we've not finished growing. That it's what we have that we're going to pass on to the next generation. So do as much, grow, be transformed from inside out, have fruits. And by fruits, I mean love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control. Yes, because it's what we have that is coming to the next generation, and it's getting darker, so we must let our light shine brighter. Happy Children's Day to reluctant adults and adults that enjoy yourself. God bless you, and have an amazing week. Bye. I almost forgot to send me a message. You can reach me on Twitter at Mowa_mi, or on Instagram at the Mowa.mi. That's the.mowa.mi. Or you can send me a mail. That's mijiamowa@gmail.com. That's mijiamowa@gmail.com. And see you there. I want to hear your own childhood experience and a myth that you believed, or growing up you realize was a scam. Have a nice week. Bye.